You are watching in-depth, in-real-life gameplay coverage of the Star Wars Destiny Prime Championship held on October 5th in beautiful Portland, Oregon, USA. This event was hosted and run by Smugglers Run Gaming. Find them on Facebook at Smugglers Run Gaming. Event officiating and video coverage provided by Dice Commando. Hello everyone, and welcome to Dice Commando's coverage of the Portland, Oregon Prime Championship. This is the final round of Swiss, that is Swiss round 6. On our left we have Jeff, he's playing Palpatine and Jabba on Theed Palace. He of course has lightsaber mastery. On our right we have Brian Register, a Portland, Oregon local. He is playing IG-88 and Captain Phasma, and he's on the Night Sister Lair, which of course is indicating he's going to be playing the bounty package. Alright, so rolling is a 5 to a lot more than 5. Alright, so it's going to be Brian's choice. I'm sure he'll want the money, so we'll likely be giving Palp the shields here, would be my guess. Oh, he is thinking about it, so he may not have gotten the number of bounties he needed in his opening hand. But he is going to go with the Night Sister Lair. So the first bounty played, whoever controls the battlefield, the first downgrade actually played each turn will net him $1. Alright, so let's get started. Round timer is on, 35 minutes, and Brian will get us started. So he'll probably open with a bounty, I'm sure, and try to get his money back. Alright, there we go. So enticing reward onto Jabba, which does, so he does get his $1 back with the Night Sister Lair, but that actually is interesting because that indicates that Jabba is going to be his first target, because enticing reward, when that character goes down, he can play an upgrade from his hand or discard pile for free. So Jeff will bring in the newly targeted Jabba, and he'll get to put a yellow upgrade, or sorry, yellow event or downgrade into his hand, but it looks like he whiffed on that one. Goes back to Brian. We see an automated defense, a bounty board, a doubt, and I think that sinister piece. I'll have to get another look at it here. Alright, yep, there's a bounty board for one. That'll let him keep fishing him out. Alright, Forbidden Lore goes down on Jeff's side. That of course decreases the cost of for an action. You can play a blue ability from your hand, decreasing the cost by 1, and then spot assist to draw. And so there's bounty board into Dead or Alive. So that is a 1 cost, but you get the $1 back when the character activates each time. The attached character, I should say. But he's got to get it out first, but Jeff is likely going to not do that because he's not going to activate right away, because he's going to want to load up Palp with some 1 costs. Okay, so Jeff's action here now. Yeah, it does look like Jeff's actually, he's pausing. I don't know if he's thinking about maybe bringing in. But he has Neiman. Neiman back to, oh, actually that's not a great start for Jeff at all. Only 1 cost, or only one cost upgrade. So he's actually going to bring in Palp. Keep Brian off the $1 and roll 2/2 melee, which is not a bad start. Brian does have obviously the automated defense there, and it looks like that's what he's going for. Nope. Oh yeah, okay. Yep, automated defense is 2 away. It is interesting because that'll keep him off his Dead or Alive. So the IG-88 power action won't be relevant necessarily this first round. Okay, so he did resolve the 2 melee into, I'm not sure who yet. Oh, I think he's thinking as well. Phasma, of course, isn't as big of a threat. Jeff has gone on record saying he doesn't necessarily care about the AoE damage because he doesn't really care about the damage that goes into Jabba. So I don't know. There's an argument for either character, but he needs to pick here. Alright, going for IG. So IG takes the 2 damage, has 10 health remaining, and then Brian brings IG in. Gets a 2 and a blank. Alright, yep, there's Forbidden Lore to reduce the cost of Neiman by 1. Then he can spot a Sith to draw a card. Okay. Phasma coming in. Rolls really well. That's really good. That's the key to getting Palp off the board quick, is just to roll guns. Alright, so uses the power action to bring in Neiman Training. Does get the special, which actually doesn't help him because that's turn an upgrade to any side. Alright, so that's 6 into Palp, which is 4 net through his shields. So he has 7 health remaining because he has that +1 with the 1 ability. I mean, honestly, with Jeff's hand, I think he just plays the Palp Saber and gets 1 back. Oh, it looks like he did draw a Formidable. Alright, so he's going to pitch to reroll, it looks like, first. Oh, just got the other money he needed. Alright, which he just took, of course. Looks like Brian is continuing to pass here. He is. Alright, so there's 2, and then he gets the 1 back. And then he'll be able to play his Formidable and then go in with not too bad of a round. Usually he likes to get a little more loaded up with those 1-drops, but alright, Brian claims. And then Formidable comes down for 2. Palp now has 8 health remaining. That the Formidable special could actually be of interest in this game, depending on how Brian does his upgrades. The Formidable special is deal 1 damage to a character, and then if that damage is not blocked, meaning if it's taken and it doesn't get absorbed by shields or some other method, then you can move an upgrade from that character to another character. Alright, but Brian will get us started again. Now we know he has Dead or Alive in his hand, and then he does get that $1 that he spins back, so he's in a good position here for a lot of money. Yep, that's exactly what we would expect. Then he gets the $1 back because he has Night Sister Lair, and it's his first one. Goes to Jeff, who we see drew a Force Jump and a Force... Oh, it looks like he has both his Storms, actually. No, that might not be that might be a Neiman. Well, we will find out. No, I think it's 2 Storms, but... Alright, 1 more 1-drop. Puts Palp at an effective 13. So 9 health remaining now. Alright, IG coming in. Alright, 3 for 1. Now that 3 for 1 can be resolved against both characters. Alright, there's the jump for 1. Yeah, so that was in fact, so yeah, there's the power action. So 3 apiece, paying the 1. So Palp takes 3, Jabba will take 3. Alright, yep, now he's going to get Jabba in, or sorry, Palpatine in and try and get advantage of those Force jumps. Which he did, he just jump specialed. And he got the focus on Palpatine. No base sides yet, but the +2 out there on the Saber. Jump could cause some problems for Brian here. Oh, and you know what? I don't believe Brian took his dead or alive dollar. Okay, so he's going to doubt Palpatine. That's good to get him off the focus. Gets a 2, so that goes into IG, who will go to 4 damage with 8 health remaining. I think that was a fair trade for him. Look, that's interesting though. There's a lot of money on the board. Yep, he's going to roll out Jabba and see if he can get a +2. Also look at the top 4. He wouldn't mind like a well-connected right now, or oh, he'll take that too. Sure, why not? Dangerous maneuver over some damage, effectively healing Palpatine. But it is Brian's action. Looks like he's going to bring in Phasma maybe. Oh, it does look like he has a blockade. Yep, so we will see what he calls. Jeff's action here. Now do note that bounty board yet has to be used, and that does help get cards into Brian's hand. Alright, there's the 2 resources. We kind of expected Jeff to take that and try and build into his Force Storm. Because even though Palpatine is in, he can still, of course, power action it in. Alright, but let's see what Brian can do. 1 gun and a 1 resource. Back to Jeff here. That Desperate Measures in his hand will certainly be a reroll. Now he is at the 5 for backtest, so Palp can actually get completely healed up this turn. Alright, but it looks like, so he's going to pass on the Force Storm this round, it looks like. Gets Neiman in. Yep, there's a bounty board, so he'll search his deck for tutor, as we call it, for a bounty. Goes for wanted. Alright, after the cut, which we have, is now Jeff's action. That wanted does go to Brian's hand. There we go. Alright, Jeff's action. Alright, drops to re-roll. Picks up everything but the jump and the Neiman. That's the training, that is. Alright, there he got another $1. Doesn't mind those shields, I wouldn't think, right now. And a 1 melee. Alright, 1 more into Palp, goes to 8. Not a huge dent or concern for Jeff right now. Yep, so there's the 2 shields, not a surprise there. It's an equal trade. There's a 2 melee and then the 1 special on there, so 2 value out of that die is pretty good. Is Brian's action here. Brian knows if he pitches to reroll, he's just gonna get jumped, but what are you gonna do? You gotta go for it, right? Try and at least get one of them through. Right, so he drops Sinister Piece. He'll reroll both die. He's looking for guns or something on both. There he goes. That special is currently worth 3 into Palp. Jeff's action here. Yep, so he'll blank use jump to blank IG, and then he gets to reroll the die in and gets a 1 shield. He won't mind that. Okay, and then he's resolving special still on Neiman Training. He'll go to the 2, I'm sure. No, he does not. He goes to the 1 money, it looks like. He looks like he's building for a storm. All right, there's the 3, so he'll take 1 net through the shield. All right, there's Bacta. So he heals the 5. That hurts. That hurts a lot. 5 cost mitigation, or 5-point mitigation right there. All right, Wanted goes on to Palpatine. Okay. So actually, Brian took $1 off Night Sister Lair there. I actually think he had already used it. All right, so Brian. Either way, Brian's claiming, because this is only round 2, right? So yeah, Dead or Alive came out at the beginning of this round. He took his money, so I think he actually just got a free money. But let's just say that'll make up for it because he missed his his Dead or Alive earlier in the round. All right, so there's the dangerous maneuver to deal 2 indirect to himself, which he'll. Does he take on the shields, or he puts it into Jabba, leaves the shield on, and then he overwrites the Force Storm into play for his remaining 2. So he loses the Saber, but gains the Force Storm, and nets a health. And I think we're done here. Yep. All right, so we'll go into the next round with Brian in initiative here. So we are just about halfway through the round. Looks like by the time we get started, we'll actually be exactly halfway through the round. All right, so there's 1 for. Okay, another Dead or Alive, and then he gets it back. Okay, there's a Palp Saber for 2, and then he gets the 2 back. Goes back to Brian. Now the IGA die, of course, is not in the pool. They'll realize that when he rolls in. And the IG power action. So I think he has the power action. I think says maximum effort when it's up, but obviously the IG-88 power action is not used either this round. All right, so IG coming in. $1 and a 3 for 1. Okay. And then Jabba has 5, so that won't kill Jabba quite yet. I see another Storm in Jeff's hand. He really likes that overwrite. Yep, that's what he's going to do. So just overwrite, pay 2, double Force Storm. So again, as we've seen in previous rounds, Jeff stacks all of his abilities on 1, and then because the abilities don't count, and all of his non in another. But the reason what he's doing right now is he's distinguishing the two Force Storms because in theory they could have different numbers of counters on them. It is the right thing to do, albeit it clogs up the board a little. Alright, so there's 3 for the power action into each of them. So Jabba takes 3, and then Palp will take 2 net. Alright, so Palp comes in, and now Brian can get $2. Let's hope he remembers here for his dead or alive, because that could make a big difference. Alright, and then he rolled the Force Storm separately, which is the right thing to do. So the Force Storm on the bottom side corresponds to the card on the bottom that's out there on its own. Brian gonna get his money? He is, alright. Alright, he's going to pay 4 for an Admiral. Alright, did not get a reset out of it, but that's not bad. What's going on? I think he's taking it back. Alright, so he did show it, but yep, he's taking it back. Does not want to play the Admiral yet. Alright, I'm going to bring Phasma in. Jabba coming in with a 1. Alright, got a resource. He's going to dig, looking for yellow. Looks like he... Oh, so he did, sorry. Dangerous maneuvers. So that would end up killing Jabba and giving Brian a gun, actually, if he uses that. So it may just end up being reroll fodder. So Brian's action here. Okay, that formidable may actually, I think that's what they're talking about right now is the formidable special, right? So I think that may have been the reason he hesitated to drop Admiral. Okay, so he's going to focus to the 3 for 1. Yeah, so they're talking the power action's already been used, so looks like he's going to use his 2 shields off the Force Storm, go on to Palpatine to protect him a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised actually if Brian drops Jabba here. He does have another bounty in his hand to put on him first if that's what he wants to do. Alright, but he's just going to put 4 into Palpatine for 2 net, who's now at 6. Jeff's action here looks like he's going to, yep, power action the Force Storm in. There's a 2 discard, which is not a bad side, but that Neiman training, of course, can flip an upgrade to any side, so he can special chain into his Force Storm if he needs to. But at this point, he's probably going to re-roll first and try to get something off of any of the storms. Or I should say either of the storms. Alright, so yep, so there's another wanted down onto Jabba. Alright, playing patiently here, takes $2. Alright, there's a bounty board, so he'll tutor for a bounty. I do like the Admiral include with the bounty package, because you can play the bounties that give you extra dollars and you end up, or extra resources, and you actually end up with a whole bunch. So, all right, so he's going to tutor and cut here. Jeff is re-rolling, so he's going to do that while he's doing it just to save some time, it looks like. All right, so he rolled those separately, so yep, he maintained integrity of the 4 storms, but we still need to do a cut here, and then it will be Brian's action. Okay, so it is Brian's action. He got that extra bounty in his hand. Okay, he's going to pay 1 for automated defense on the 2 focus, spotting a droid, remove a die. Back to Jeff. So we are just under 10 minutes in round. Alright, so there's Neiman to flip, so resolving specials, Neiman into 4 storm, he'll put a charge counter on it, hit for 1 into IG, and then roll it back in. It just got the special again, that'll be worth 1 more. Alright, so IG is now at 5, and he cannot resolve that. He can keep doing specials, but it looks like he is done. Alright, so pass, another one, and then a 4 indirect. Man, that's 8 indirect on the table right now, jeez. But Jeff has been playing this deck very patient all day. I actually wouldn't be shocked if he rerolls here. He just wants to get those specials, especially to put a charge counter on the one that does not have it yet. Alright, Brian claims, and Jeff can go to work here. So he's going to discard the dangerous maneuver to reroll. Okay, leaves the 8 out there, the 8 indirect that is, and gets... Whoa. The 2 and the 2. That's no joke. It's going to get even uglier because Jeff right now is going to lightsaber mastery out his fatal blow for that Palp 2. Alright, let's do the quick count. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 into Phasma. Because it's a base 2, and then I'm counting 6 abilities, so it's 8 into Phasma. Yep, 5 and 3. And then Phasma is going to get dropped, and IG is going to go down to the indirect. So that's going to do it, folks. Alright, so Papa Palp takes round 6 of Swiss, which actually puts him in first place of Swiss. Nicely done, sir. Nicely played, Brian. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive, and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.
Hi, I'm Jeff. This is Kalen. We're both playing Destiny today. Please like and subscribe, and go Commando. Shout out to Cloud City Rollers.
Well, that's...